Congressman McCarthy.
Yes, sir.
Valley fever.
Yes.
You got a seminar this afternoon.
Yes, I do. Yes, please.
I'm not sure I can cover it, so I wanted to get
Okay.
this set up.
Yeah, perfect.
Congressman, tell me, what is it? I read up a little bit on it, but it's not a well-known illness, is it? Tell me if it's
No, it's almost
Thank you.
an orphan problem because it only happens mainly in California and in Arizona. But this is a deadly problem. People die from this. It goes in, there are spores inside of dirt, comes forward, and people get it within their lungs, and they get it for different levels. Some people die. You are devastated. You'll be out for at least 6 months in the process. And there's no vaccine for it. So I put on a Valley Fever symposium where I brought the head of the NIH and CDC to Bakersfield. Congressman Swiker and I put a caucus together, and now we're making real progress. The NIH actually has a trial going on how best to treat it. But there has been a real uptick in the number of people who've been getting Valley Fever, especially within California and Kern County.
Things like this are always research-based. What does today's seminar hope to accomplish?
Well, what we're doing is we're bringing the brightest minds who are working on this from around the country together. We're bringing the NIH and the CDC, and we're getting an update on where we currently are, the best way to treat it, the best way to diagnose it, but more importantly, the movement and the growth we've had on the prospects of a vaccine, which would be ideal. Hundreds of people die from this disease every single year.
Now, we see in the pharmaceutical industry that orphan illnesses don't get a lot of attention. How do you address that?
Well, that's what we did inside our Valley Fever Caucus. We've changed the law, made it more beneficial that they can, for Valley Fever, they can go in and look for federal fundings. NIH is funding on how to treat it if you have received it, but there is funding going on right now on a vaccine that's moving forward, and if that has real promise, I think there's an opportunity that we can find the capability of people to producing it.
How visible is Valley Fever, Congressman McCarthy? I mean, Arizona and California, there's a lot of people by all means, but is it a local disease?
It's not just local. If you had driven through the area and there was a windstorm or something else, it could come through your car in the air condition. We found it. And one of the worst parts about it, that individual went back to New York and the doctor did not know about it, did not diagnose this. There are so many misdiagnoses of this as well.
What will you take from the results of today's seminar?
Well, this is a continual one that we put together before. We're continuing to work forward. We've gotten a new ability that you could diagnose it early. We've gotten growth on how to treat it, and now most importantly, we want to make sure that we're able to come to the final conclusion and get a vaccine to protect all people from Valley Fever.
Appreciate your stopping, Congressman.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.